He's physically ill.
Yeah.
He's emotionally, and then the damage you do.
Jaden Smith is back in the spotlight again, and not in a good way. This time, DL Hughley stepped in with his own sharp take, pointing fingers at Jada and how her choices may have shaped things behind the scenes. He brought up her past behavior, including that controversial situation with Jaden's friend, August Alsina, saying it crossed lines people still question, and the whole situation feels messy and uncomfortable, like there's more going on beneath the surface. DL did not hold back either, claiming Jada may have pushed Jaden into the industry too fast, while dealing with her own questionable decisions around younger men close to her son's age. That claim has people talking, because it paints a picture that feels more intense than what fans usually see. And now, some are rethinking everything they believed about this family dynamic. Now, here's what just happened with Jaden. He showed up at the Could Have Been Love Season 2 premiere, stepping onto the red carpet looking calm and ready, like he was about to give a normal interview. But things shifted fast when a reporter brought up his new Christian Louboutin collection and mentioned he was working with designer Jaden Smith, who used to design for Kanye West. Out of nowhere, Jaden walked off mid-moment and did not acknowledge the reporter at all, leaving the interaction feeling awkward and tense. What is even going on with him? The reporter did not ask anything wild or out of line. She was talking about the designer, not Kanye. And even if Kanye came up, Jaden could have easily said no comment and kept it moving. Instead, he shut it down completely and walked off, which just made the whole moment feel strange and unnecessary. But that was not the only moment raising eyebrows. Just a few weeks later, Jaden was out in Paris, and a video caught him reacting in a way that had people confused. He was seen getting overly dramatic about some hail, acting like it was something completely new to him, and the reaction quickly started circulating online with people questioning what they were watching. Then there's his fashion, which has also been getting a lot of attention. Jaden stepped out carrying a mini dollhouse-style bag with a price tag of $47,000. It was one of those looks that instantly got people talking, not just about the price, but about what message he's trying to send with choices like that. If you look through the comments, many people are saying the same thing. They believe Jaden ended up like this because his parents were focused on everything except actual parenting. DL Hughley doubled down on that idea, suggesting it all connects back to what Jaden may have seen growing up. He pointed to the situation involving Jada and August, saying it happened during a time when August was dealing with serious personal struggles, which made the situation even more controversial in the public eye. And, according to DL, if the roles were flipped, the backlash would have hit much harder and people would not have let it slide the same way. That double standard is what he keeps pointing at, and it's why the situation still gets people talking. He makes a strong comparison, too. Just imagine if Will had been involved with one of Willow's friends during a time when she was dealing with serious health struggles. The public reaction would have been intense, and people would not have brushed past it so easily. That contrast is what makes this whole situation feel uneven to a lot of people watching from the outside. Instead, most of the attention stayed on the word entanglement and that red table talk moment, while the deeper concerns got pushed aside. Some people believe Jada crossed a line by getting involved with August during a vulnerable time in his life, and what makes it even more uncomfortable is that Jaden was the one who introduced them. That detail alone is what really makes people stop and question everything. In his 2020 docuseries, State of Emergency: The Rise of August Alsina, August shared that he went through serious trauma at a young age, and the person responsible was someone close to him. He explained that even though he asked his mother to keep it private, she ended up telling people in their neighborhood, which broke his trust and added to what he was already dealing with. Later, during an interview on The Breakfast Club, August spoke more about his relationship with his mother and made it clear they were never truly close. That distance seemed to follow him for years, shaping how he handled things and who he felt he could rely on. In that same conversation, August opened up about struggling with deep depression and said there were moments when he had thoughts of ending his life because he felt like he had no one to turn to. It paints a picture of someone dealing with a lot at once, without the kind of support system most people would hope to have during times like that. Jaden then invited him over to his house, and that's where things started raising more questions. Some people online have claimed that Jada became too involved with someone much younger, someone close to her son's circle, and that detail alone made the situation feel uncomfortable to many watching from the outside. Then, the conversation takes an even deeper turn. There have been claims from some industry voices suggesting that Jaden may have had a difficult experience growing up in that household. These aren't confirmed facts, but people keep pointing to certain moments, like how Jada rarely shows public affection toward Jaden, which has stood out to observers over time. On the other side, Will has shown affection in ways that have sometimes looked uncomfortable for Jaden in public moments. There have been clips where Jaden appears uneasy, and while Will has framed it as normal parental affection, some viewers question whether those boundaries were always respected the way they should be. Because of all this, many fans are trying to connect the dots between Will and Jada's behavior and how Jaden presents himself today. People even bring up that Coachella video of Jaden and Justin Bieber, saying it made them wonder if both had gone through difficult experiences while growing up in the spotlight, though none of these claims have been confirmed. Then there's the Scientology angle, which a lot of people keep bringing up because it adds another layer to the story. Back in 2008, Will and Jada launched a private elementary school called the New Village Leadership Academy, and both Jaden and Willow were enrolled there. At the time, Will said the goal was simple: to create a space where kids could actually enjoy learning and feel inspired in the classroom. But not everyone saw it that way. Concerns started building among parents, and things shifted quickly once people began looking deeper into how the school was being run. It was eventually shut down after reports came out linking it to the Church of Scientology. Teachers at the school were said to be deeply involved in Scientology, and even the school's materials referenced study technology, a system created by Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard. Will and Jada publicly denied being part of Scientology, trying to distance themselves from those claims, but that did not stop the conversation. Actress Leah Remini, who left the church and has spoken openly about it, addressed the topic in her book Troublemaker: Surviving Hollywood and Scientology. She claimed she had seen Jada at the church on multiple occasions, which added more fuel to the speculation. Leah also shared a story about a night at Tom Cruise's house where Will and Jada were present, describing an unusual situation where everyone was encouraged to play an unexpected game of hide and seek. Moments like that only made people question what was really going on behind the scenes. At first, Leah said she thought it had to be a joke, but it was not. She described how Tom seriously wanted a group of adults to play hide and seek inside a massive house, reportedly around 7,000 square feet and sitting on several acres of private land. Leah said she refused to join in, but Tom still walked up to her and told her, "Well, good, so you're it," which made the whole situation feel even more strange. Leah later spoke more about this in an interview with the Daily Beast, where she doubled down on her claims about Jada. She said, "I know Jada's in. She's been in Scientology a long time." Leah explained that while she never personally saw Will at the church, she regularly saw Jada at the Celebrity Center, which only added to the ongoing speculation. She also pointed out that the couple had opened a school connected to Scientology ideas, which has since been shut down. According to Leah, seeing Jada at the Celebrity Center was not a rare thing. It was something she noticed often, which made her confident in what she was saying. Now, this is where people start asking bigger questions. What does Jada's connection to Scientology have to do with what some claim Jaden may have experienced in the industry? According to a former celebrity bodyguard known as Big Homie CC, some individuals in the industry have allegedly borrowed certain tactics from people connected to Scientology, though these claims remain unverified and continue to be debated. And this is where everything starts to connect in a way that has people paying closer attention. When you look at Jaden's recent behavior, the interviews, the walk-offs, the unpredictable moments, Some are starting to wonder if there is more behind it than just personality or fame. It raises questions about what kind of pressure he has been dealing with for years while growing up in that spotlight. People online keep pointing out that growing up around constant fame, controversy, and powerful industry circles can shape someone in ways the public does not always see. When you add in all the stories, the rumors, and the claims from different voices, it creates a narrative that feels hard for some to ignore, even if not everything has been proven. At the same time, others argue that this could simply be Jaden expressing himself in his own way, pushing boundaries and refusing to follow expectations placed on him. That contrast is what keeps the conversation going, because depending on how you look at it, his actions either seem calculated or like signs of something deeper that people still do not fully understand. And now the conversation is shifting even more, because people are not just looking at the past, they're watching what Jaden does next. Every public appearance, every interview moment, and every reaction is being picked apart in real time, with fans and critics trying to figure out what is really going on behind the scenes. Some believe he is fully aware of the attention and is using it to stay relevant, making bold choices that keep people talking no matter what. Others are not so sure, and they think these moments reflect someone who grew up in an environment that was anything but typical, surrounded by pressure, expectations, and constant public scrutiny. What makes it more complicated is that none of these claims fully explain everything on their own. There are still gaps, still questions, and still a lot that the public does not know. That uncertainty is what keeps people locked into the story, trying to connect details, revisit old clips, and make sense of a situation that continues to unfold in unpredictable ways. Then there's Jaguar Wright, who took things even further by claiming there could be a link between Scientology and a rumored secret network that supposedly operates behind the scenes in Hollywood. She also brought up Will and Jada directly, suggesting there may have been harmful dynamics within their own family, though these claims remain unproven and widely debated. That's where the conversation starts to split. Some people believe voices like Jaguar Wright and DL Hughley are connecting real patterns, especially when looking at past situations like the one involving August Alsina. Others think these are heavy assumptions that go too far without solid evidence. So now the question is on the table. Do you think Jaden's behavior is just him growing up with privilege and fame, or could it point to something deeper tied to his environment and experiences? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can join the conversation.